All right, last year I made a video about the Kohler toilet, which is in our upstairs bathroom. Costco this year came out with the Kohler Fora. Now, it's different in its mounting. Also, you're going to notice the top is off. We're going to address that as you saw in the description. The Jaro and other toilets have a weird contraption that mounts to the floor, then comes up through the back. This one doesn't do that. They've corrected it by just putting a regular old hole there that takes a wax ring traditionally and just plops right into place. Now, what happened to me is the one that I bought turned out to be defective. So rather than unseat the toilet, I figured out that the top could be removed. And you'll find no fasteners. You'll just see that there are these cool little buttons here. Just yank up on the thing, right? We're doing construction here in the house. Let me take you into this bathroom where we had put it. We're still tiling in here, so forgive my tile. But what was happening here was the wand wouldn't extend and I couldn't get it to work. So rather than uncaulk this thing, because it's neatly installed, I figured out that you could just pull this top off, unhook it, and replace it. So I left the porcelain part of the toilet in place and just changed out the top. Had to pair the remote. Now, you'll see in the instructions how to pair the remote, but just real quick, I'll go over it for you. Basically, when you put the batteries in, make sure there's no other remotes nearby. Get it close to the seat. You hold down dryer temp until these lights light up. Then you'll hold down both front and rear and it'll beep. And then it should work normally. So, there it goes. This one's working. But I scoured the internet all over looking for how to disassemble one of these and could not find it. You just yank the thing off. Just grab it under each side, pull it up. Now, there's a series of plugs here that plug into the seat, and then there's a backup battery that plugs in. What I found is you could neatly stow all that stuff inside the toilet and just have it run out, the plugs and stuff run out the back. Instead of using the side portals, you don't necessarily need them. I mean, unless you've got it up against the wall. It comes with a backup battery here, right? Because something that they did is kind of dumb, and maybe there just wasn't a way to physically do it, is they put this backup battery in there so that it'll run during a power outage. On the Jaro, there's an actual physical button you can press, but not on this. So here's some questions that I've always wanted answered. I never could figure out, is there a tank inside? There is a tank inside. They don't tell you this. You can't find this information anywhere. Has kind of a traditional little floater, right? This fills up with water. There's a filter at the bottom. This pump pulls the water out of there and squirts it this way, around and around. Then there's another that shoots it in, and then so it's a three-stage. First this comes, this shoots it out, and then this fills the bowl again. And you could theoretically pull this thing off and put a cleaner tablet in there, like a blue tidy bowl or something, but I wouldn't recommend it because I think they don't want you doing that, and I'll tell you why. Is it probably will definitely mess up this pump. I wouldn't do it. But theoretically you could, but I wouldn't. But it doesn't look like this thing's that hard to replace and repair, because I was quite worried about it. Let me give it, while we're on this video, I'm going to show you another toilet. We're about to put in this tub. You can see we're doing some crazy stuff in this house. This toilet I bought off of Amazon. It's called a Giving Tree. I was looking for a black bidet. This thing was only $500 or $600. It's got a little button on the side. You put your foot here and it will open. And we wanted a black toilet. And it has a kind of similar remote and flush, right? So you'll see the water come swirling around. Then the jet shoots it out and it fills the bowl again. So I assume that this one works the same way. I bet you just pulled this thing off. There may or may not be fasteners to it, but I'm guessing it probably works the same way. And this thing was super cheap. Now, the toilet that we were going to put in that other room was a Vivor version of this. And it arrived shattered. This toilet, which we bought at Costco, was $1,500, $1,400 something dollars. But I got to tell you, way better quality. Way better quality, and also it's Kohler. You know you're going to be able to get parts for this thing. That's a big concern, because that Jarl toilet I have up there, I was like, what if something goes wrong? But I'm pretty sure that some of these parts are probably standard Kohler things that you can get. I mean, they've got this little UPC code. You could probably order things. Matter of fact, I think it has a do not put anything in the tank. Yeah, use of cleaning products will cause water leaks, lead to damage. Yeah, so do not put anything in the tank. I think that's a bad idea. The only thing I might put in this tank would be some of those little marbles that you put into like a water cooler to prevent buildup. And also, I don't know if there's a way to put like a water filter on this. But anyway, you could see how this thing works and how this comes off of there. It's pretty simplistic. You know, you have these little watertight connections that just connect, and this whole thing comes off pretty easily. The issue I had with this one is, as we installed it and tested it, we could not get the wand to work. It just won't come out. And I think you can see it's broken, or it's jammed. It looks like it's jammed or something. I can't tell, but it doesn't work. Rather than redo the whole toilet, because we had it nicely installed and caulked, we just decided this is much more acceptable. So I'm going to box this thing up and take it back for a refund, which I think is a better alternative than bringing in the entire toilet. I just wanted to share this video because I searched and searched and searched and searched and searched. There was no information about this or any of their bidets. And the installation for this is just like a regular toilet. So there's not a special installation video like the Jarl that I did. You can go search my channel and see the way the other one was. This one just plops right into the regular place. You don't have to have that stupid plastic contraption. You do have to go into the sides to screw it down. But other than that, I gotta say, it's 3 times the price of the Amazon toilet, but I think it's gonna be worth it in the long run, because this is my house. And, you know, I suspect that Amazon one is gonna fry. And then I'll be wishing I had one of these, but they didn't offer this in black at Costco. And I don't know if you can get it in black at all, but it's gonna be a very good toilet. Now, it's not as big and wide as the Jarl. It's a little bit more compact, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped you if you were trying to figure out how to get in this thing. Just yank the lid right off. Just bank, boink, and there it is. Thanks, guys.